Tapping the screen. I start school the day after tomorrow. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Skylark. Thank you, Semper. Hello?
It's wrong, sis.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Y'all, please hop in the guest request if you think being lesbian is wrong, and only if you think being lesbian is wrong. Also, make sure we're tapping that screen. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. I've been loving my time in Houston. Also, I cannot see your comments because I don't have my glasses on. But hello to everyone coming in. Hello. Just doing my brows. Let's see. Is this just the same person on alt? Well, I feel like it is. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're not the same person on alt. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2005.
What month?
December.
Cute. Wait, that'd make you 17, wouldn't it?
No.
I feel like that'd make you 17.
You should check your calculations again.
Y'all, would that make this person? Yeah. I thought so. The gaslighting is crazy. Y'all, please hop in the guest quest if you think being lesbian is wrong. And only if you think being lesbian is wrong. How y'all doing on this fine evening? Also, for some reason, this topic has just not been getting ups. And I don't understand why. Make sure we're spamming that share button. We can get some bigots in here. I was supposed to edit and post a video today, but I got distracted by a very idiotic live. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can interact with y'all. Just give me a second. Gotta make sure I get the tails of my brows. Alright. Let's read these comments. I think it's wrong because it makes me uncomfy? Interesting. Thank you, Sin, and thank you, Cobb. Thank you, Lala. Thank you, Lainey. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to change the background, aren't I? I think I will. Thank you for the heart me. You know, if Tashika did $10 kick, then she would there would be no one to come up. No, yeah, I'm fine. That live was just dumb as fuck. Sonny, just hop in the requests, okay? My supporters are bored. Hello, Alan. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, you're a child, huh? Yeah. Oh, Sonny's 13? Ew. Debate the ethics of TikTok shop is crazy. That's crazy work. I'm not going back in that fuck ass live. Hell no. Absolutely not. There was this one live where people were debating whether or not it's racist for white people to wear a bonnet. I don't think it is, and neither does Tashika. But they didn't take very kindly to that. So, cause like it protects your hair. Like black people have hair, white people have hair. Like we got hair. So like if we got hair, I don't like who fucking cares? Well, if someone's asking you a clarifying question, why would you let someone finish their argument if you don't understand the argument? Like, then they just finna finish their argument and then you ask them, like, after they're done talking. I'm not gonna respond to your point until you get in the live. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Exactly. Silk pillow and bonnet combo. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
18,
What year were you born?
March 2006.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Absolutely not. I was
Oh,
pushing
her.
it. But what made you do this live, though? Just think about it.
Oh. Because lesbians are discriminated against, and I think that's bad.
By who?
By other people in the community, by straight homophobic people.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Is that just sensitivity, or is that just
No, like they get hate crimed.
since when? When did you hear that?
Since when?
Yeah, when did you hear that? Where did you hear that?
I've been hearing about it since I was a child.
Have you heard it as a child? Okay. What about now?
Like, are lesbians being hate crimed now?
Yeah.
Yes.
But have you seen it in real life still?
I've never watched a hate crime happen, no.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I mean, if you watched it in real life, then that would be a good reason.
I've never watched someone get graped before, but I know that people
There you
get
go.
graped.
But that's the whole purpose why you made it live, because you've seen it in real life multiple times, and you got to do something. You got to make it
No,
live.
I haven't watched someone get graped. I still think grape is bad, though.
Yeah, but that's
Right, so-
But it's not like that, like shocking that you should be the host and make a live about it and put people's like freaking opinions down on it. Force it on other people.
Force what?
That forcing
Treat lesbians with basic human decency?
I mean, if it's not as bad as back then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. How do you think it got less bad? people talking about it. I don't want it to be bad for them.
Like,
It's really that simple. I don't understand.
like God, there's never been raped and never been like got racist like comments and everything like that. So I don't see the
Racist comments, but yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't about race, so that checks out.
stereotypes in general.
What stereotypes?
Fuck me. I'm sorry, I have ADHD. I gotta like think through what I'm saying because it just
That's
got
fine.
like stereotypes like all lesbians are just like all freaking they hate men and all that stuff. We date women because women are more chiller than men. You know what I'm saying?
What about the stereotypes?
That because isn't it true that women are more likely to be lesbians?
That women are more likely to be lesbians? The fuck? Thank you for the $10 on Cash App, Lance. What the fuck are you talking about? What the actual fuck are you talking about? More likely? More likely? Huh? More likely? I'm sorry? Hello?
Hey, what's up, Soon?
Hi.
How old are you?
Ooh, echo. Bad.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll come back.
Okay. Thank you. All right, moving on to the next guest. Hello?
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 22. You?
I'm 20.
Ooh, what you up to tonight? Ah, you're Spanish. I love that.
What the fuck? Okay. What's in the water? I don't. That's not. Hello?
Hey, is that better now?
Yes.
Hi, Sam. So, I'm 32.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, but
Me-
so no, not at all. But I guess my question to you would be: is that, and this is a question? Have you experienced hatred in your life because you're lesbian?
I'm not lesbian. I'm pan, but I have experienced hatred for being pan. Yeah.
Is your a quick question, and then you can bring the next person up? Is your hatred typically from religious people or from people that are not religious as well?
Both. Usually religious, but a lot of the time they don't really tell me their religious affiliation. They just kind of call me the F slur and then leave.
Okay. You're just wondering because, like I said, I see your live sometimes with Ian as well, and I was just like, I don't see like I know that GAY men typically do experience a lot of bigotry, but for women, I didn't think it was as common with women. Okay, yeah, just wondering. All right, I'll let you bring the next guest up so you can actually have some conversations on here.
Well, thank you.
Of course,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Y'all, again, for some reason, this topic has been getting a lot less engagement recently. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do the debates if there's no one here to debate. So I might have to change the topic. I'm not going to lie. I might have to change the topic. Holds one. I think. Well, people didn't used to agree up until like a week ago. Like a week and a half ago, I had ops on this topic left and fucking right. Left and right. But now, no.
I don't crash out at people because of other people. I crash out at people because they do things. These are two different scenarios.
You cook them too well. Crazy work. All right, I guess. Oh. Who was this? Oh, okay, interesting. Hello?
Yo was good.
Hi. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
What was it? 2006.
The fuck you thinking about it for?
Slow memory sometimes.
Of your own birth year.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so
No. Anyway. Like, did you think that I was just gonna be like, no, yeah, go for it? that's not, that's, no. Well, let's see. I guess we're doing body count, y'all.
But to say that they can't dress a certain way,
I guess we're doing body
a
count.
certain accent, even though that's what they were raised around, is crazy. White and black people in these communities can still have boundaries.
Oh, Lord, I think she's still debating with that person. Poor woman.
Is a heavily racialized word. But if a white person wants to go out and
Matt, aren't you friendly, kind of?
I don't see how that's cosplaying
Kind of?
if that is the
Like,
style that they grew up around.
partially? Kind of? Women can go 50-50 if they want to. Yeah, she is on someone else's live.
I don't know why you guys keep doing this thing where you bring up a demographic of people that everyone would disagree with
Dude, I'm a college student.
onto everyone.
I'm finna go back to class soon.
Fucking demographic of white people that I'm talking about.
I don't know what account.
That is a disingenuous argument.
Hi, I'm a slug. Yes, that is Tashika. I guess we'll find out, Matt.
Oh, hey, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm alright. Aren't you... We've spoken about this before, haven't we?
Okay, not this particular topic. I think it was about the lesbian one.
Okay.
Okay, hey, look, I just want to say that, you don't want to generalize, but you could probably agree that the cultural norms is that, we think women should be virtuous and men are not so much, right? And and you could probably just come to that conclusion based on what we see. I mean, but you're asking, okay, something blocked it. Okay, why should, well, maybe because women should be the one, okay, listen, before you get married and you're trying to get with whoever it is, you're probably going to have that type of conversation, what were you doing here before we got together? How many tattoos and piercings did you get? How many people were you with? And then you could kind of decide if this is what you want to do. Is that the person you want to be with?
Okay.
And
How is this related to the topic?
and if you've been with too many people, you could probably say, hey, you're not for me. But see, then you end up judging the person, right? Is that what you're trying to emphasize? We shouldn't judge each other? Or should we judge each other?
I'm not saying that judging is inherently bad. I'm saying that this particular judgment being toward women only and not also men, or neither, which is the position I hold, is particularly harmful to women.
Yeah, it is going to be on a case-by-case thing, but, You know, you could
I mean,
start.
is it case by case to say that you shouldn't shame women for how many people they slept with?
Yeah, but did they bring it on themselves by the way they dressed and all this other stuff? I mean, you know, I
Whoa, whoa,
no, but
whoa,
am I is that
whoa,
wrong to assume?
whoa, whoa. What does that mean?
Well, if she doesn't dress modestly and she's got like a bunch of tattoos and all these piercings, what do you think that does? Like that invites a lot of guys, right? I'm just saying if she dressed modestly and didn't attract all this attention, maybe she'd have less of a body count. Is that a wrong assumption? What do you guys think? Or what do you think? I'm saying women, you know,
Look at my face and tell me what you think I think about that.
hey, they should be modest from the beginning and stay that way, is what I'm saying.
For what?
Okay, what is the point of being immodest? Like, why do it? Is it because you're going through some kind of rebellious phase and you're trying to act out to prove something?
No.
Or you're just
I dress
doing it?
immodestly because I think my body is pretty and I like walking by reflective surfaces outdoors and looking at my body. But that's just me.
Okay, but if you dressed immodestly, what kind of message you think that sends to the rest of us, or to the world?
I don't care. I dress
Because-
the way that I dress for myself because I think I'm hot and sexy. If other people happen to think I'm hot and sexy, that's fine. But that doesn't give them the right to come up to me and try and tell me that without my consent. Nor does that invite a particular kind of like attention at all. Like I'm a person, you know. I'm human. I don't want to be observed like I'm some kind of tourist attraction or museum exhibit. And
See,
my
this-
dress does not give people a one-way ticket to harass me.
Okay, but you said the word, this boils down to consent. And if you're the one that consents and you don't set the boundaries with all these guys, then what are we doing? Like, why are you allowing that? Like, if you did, I'm not saying you, I'm saying rhetorically you know what I mean? And
What
that's
boundaries? What are you boundaries about what?
what I'm saying is if you're immodest and we have this perception that a woman's not virtuous because she's dressing immodestly, right?
Yeah, I think that's dumb.
And then
Matter of fact, I don't think women should have to be virtuous. I think that's an incredibly archaic idea.
well, some religions though, what if I'm trying to date a Muslim woman? Maybe the expectation is she follows some sort of religion, I guess. I don't know. I'm not interested, I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Well,
But-
if she happens to follow a certain religion and she happens to be modest within that religion, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that every other person should be required to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but if you want to get into her good graces, especially with that family, you're going to have to convert possibly. Are you willing to do that is the question. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to convert into some religion or try to join that family, you're going to have to do X, Y, Z. Does that bother you? Or are you just going to still live on the way you want? And
If I have to change myself to be a part of someone's family, I'm not going to be in that family.
okay.
I will go elsewhere.
Okay, good answer. It's just that's a thing though, right? If you were really going to be with whoever it is, you might have to pay a price
No.
and compromise to their
No.
standards.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay,
No.
and why are your standards any better or worse than the rest of us? Because
My standard is not actively telling people to be different from who they are. Like, I already have 2 partners and they accept me for who I am. I'm not going to change myself to try and be better to some other person when I'm absolutely not required to do that. Like,
okay, I see.
there are
So
plenty of people in the world that are out there.
okay,
No.
I think what you're saying is let's be our genuine selves and let's see who wants to remain in our life, and the ones that don't want to, let them go. I think that's what you're telling everybody
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but like, isn't there someone that you really liked in your life that you wanted to make sacrifices for, or you would never do that? I mean, there's
Oh
no
no,
point in
I'd
that.
sacrifice plenty for my partners, but I'm not sacrificing my personality or my personhood for a damn soul. I'm not doing that. Now, sacrifice my time? Sure. Sacrifice my comfortability? Sure. Sacrifice my money? Sure. Sacrifice my life, even? Maybe. Sacrifice my personhood? No.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're going to compromise to some extent on all these other things, but in relation to you at your core, right? Whatever values you hold, that's what you're going to stick to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but look, when you have people that are judgmental and all this other stuff, yeah, I just think I do agree with you to that we got to be our genuine real self and be sincere with other people, right? But it's that we are going to be put in situations though where not everybody behaves that way around us. And so how do you act in those situations?
Well, not everyone's required to like me or how I present myself. Like that's fine. But if someone's gonna like come up to me and be blatantly disrespectful, then I'll handle that accordingly. But if people are just like giving me looks or something because they don't like how I look, like I don't really care.
Yeah, listen, I'm not trying to be judgmental. Someone mentioned that in the comment. It's more of okay. I don't know if I could disagree with you here because we tend to. I'm just saying what I think. I tend to think women are more virtuous than men, and when they don't behave that way, and if she's had more of a body count than me, it might be more too much for me because I might feel like she's not settled down yet, right?
No, yeah, I know that. That's how a lot of men feel. I'm saying that double standard is incredibly odd.
And the thing is, if I was going to get serious with someone, I would just be like, well, I don't know if it's out of her system yet. So just keep going crazy. Tell me when you're done. But it's timing with people, right? So even if I like whoever it is, it might be bad timing for you and or her or, vice versa, right?
Okay, but why do you not hold the standard for men too?
Well, I know you're right. That's a really good question. I think, I guess it's because I am one and I don't know how to be controlled. And by the way, it's here. Let me be honest with you about something. And I don't want to take too much of your time because you're probably getting tired of hearing my voice. But listen, this is what I'm really saying. Yeah, did I go down a lot of dead ends in my life? In terms of being with certain people? Of course. Do I regret it? Well, some of them. But it's a learning thing. Is it out of your system in terms of you're settled, you could kind of have less. Yeah, probably for me at this point, sure. But then you ask these younger guys, who knows? They can't give you a straight answer because they're just going through it. But at some point, I think it's important to connect on a deeper level with a woman intellectually. It's not just, all this other stuff. And then, it's like, okay, yeah, you had this history, I had that history, but I feel like we could both settle down now and actually share quality time together, kind of thing.
No,
Or
yeah,
you're-
that's fine.
Yeah.
But why is this standard being held for specifically women that if they like had a lot of sex in the past that for some reason that leads to them having like a habit of infidelity later, but you don't hold this view for men? Like you haven't given me a reason for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know the stats on this. Let's say there's a marriage at some point and, who's cheating the most kind of thing.
It's men.
That's okay. You probably know that better than me.
I mean, you can check if you want, or I could pull up the stat for you. But statistically, in marriages, men are more likely to cheat.
Okay, look, I agree. It's not justified, really.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the gender. Cheating is bad. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah, yeah, I hear you. Well, what is you're asking for the answer of that? That's just difficult to say. There's a lot of reasons for guys to do it. If you're here, just a couple things I'll say just on this, right? Let's say who you're with says, I'm cold, I'm hot, it's my time of the month. They give you a million excuses and they do it over and over. And you've been with them so long. What do you think's going to happen, right? I mean, so we've got to get to the root of whatever's happening. And you can keep communicating, right? Like verbally and everything else, but we have to keep trying in these relationships. But if someone gives up mentally, let's say, I think if a woman's done with you and she hasn't said it, you're probably done anyway, right? There's a lot of dead. I'm married and everything else, but there's people, friends that of ours, they're like roommates.
Wait. Then leave. I don't.
They're roommates now.
That's terrible, actually.
Isn't that a shame? It happens.
That's quite bad. But yeah, just leave. I don't like, again, regardless of gender, if someone cheating on you, leave.
And by the way, that passion's not there, and somehow you're staying together because of assets, and it's pretty bad. It's not just I'm just saying, I see relationships out there, and I'm like, wow, they're just going through the motions.
Respectfully,
But they gotta leave.
Matt. Respectfully, Matt. How was this related to the topic at all?
Well, I'm trying to answer your question. I think, okay, why? Let me.
Again, to reiterate, you hold a standard for women that you do not hold for men.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because deep down, I still hope that women are more virtuous, and I think that they could be a better example for us, because I don't think men have a lot of hope anymore. I don't know, at least for the ones I've seen. Now, if they could ever see good examples, either coming from other men or women specifically, I feel like they would try to improve, let's say, right? But I think
why should women be burdened with being the example when men could take it upon themselves to learn that their actions harm themselves and others? I think burdening women with being virtuous and being pious when they didn't ask for that in order to better the population of men is not only completely and utterly unfair, but is also asking a lot of a population that's already enduring so much. I don't think that's fair.
I know. I just think that women are very strong with this type of thing where we could. Yeah, okay, burdening, like you're saying. Okay, that's a good point that you're saying. Okay. Wow. I'd have to think more about this more, to be honest with you. But what I would say is that the strong women in my life, I tend to, they could take the lead on certain aspects of the relationship, and I wouldn't mind, right? And then vice versa, right? In terms of trying to have a modest lifestyle and all that other stuff. And by the way, this is not necessarily a thing anymore if you're solid with your current partner or you're in a formal relationship. But if you're still dating others and everything else, maybe this would come up in a conversation, right? But cheating still happens, yes, for sure. And okay, why should they be burdened? Wow, they really shouldn't.
Okay, so then why hold this view?
Okay, what are men supposed to do? Look to each other or look to themselves? Like, what's the expectation, actually?
I think you should look to the both of you. I think picking one gender to be the example, it's counterintuitive, especially because while the genders are more similar than they are different, If you only get one perspective, then that perspective isn't well rounded. And if you're worried about like the betterment of a specific demographic, having a well rounded perspective is the best. So just picking, hey, I think women should do it because they're more virtuous, or just picking, hey, I think men should do it because we are men, you're missing out on crucial things that both parties could be bringing to the table.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I hear you. Look, I think that in each of our relationships, oh, people are telling me to go to therapy in the comments. Okay, listen, in each of our relationships, you're gonna see strengths in your partner, and then you're gonna be the one strong in other ways. I admire that in her. For certain things, she likes to take the lead. Other things, I'd like to take the lead. Think about relationships out there where someone compromises like 90% of the time. That person doesn't even have, like, you're so codependent. It's like, is that normal? Is that healthy? Probably not, right?
Not at all, no.
So I try to look at balance like that too, where you, in relation to what you guys decided to do and how you're handling your business and everything else.
Okay, Matt, with the utmost respect. Yeah, I was gonna say, with the utmost respect, I don't think this conversation is gonna be able to proceed. We keep veering off topic, and I do have other people in my requests. But thank you for coming up.
Hey, but you asked really good questions,
Thank you.
and could you, before I go, could you tell me your thoughts about what it should be, if not one setting the example of the other? I think you're basically saying both of you should bring something to the table, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think there should be specifically like standards for either gender. I think that there should just be standards for being human, and that both genders try their best to meet those standards and to help each other do that. I think that having specific standards for men or women is just harmful to both parties.
Hey, I appreciate your honesty. It makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I appreciate you having me again tonight.
Of course. Well, thank you for coming up.
All right. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye-bye. All right, moving on to the next guys. I was about to send in another cash app. Crazy work.
Johan raises an eyebrow as you respond so casually. You think you're funny, huh? He slams a hand against the wall beside your head, trapping you against it.
It's so hard to live this life. It's so hard to live this life. It's so, living this life is so difficult.
Hey Sam.
Hi. Again,
How you doing?
I think. Question mark.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. My Wi-Fi's a little bit better today.
Oh, period.
Anyways, hey, listen, chat. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to Sam. Relax. Yeah, I think body count should matter more for women. I'm not gonna say, but not for men. But I think it should matter more for women.
Why?
Well, like I said before, the dangers of like people, and some people don't know when to let go, and it can cause like a lot of emotional damage.
Oh, right. You're the person who thinks that men being dangerous toward women should fall on the women.
No, I'm not saying it should fall on the women, but it technically,
bro.
with you being
can't keep
involved,
ignoring this word. We can't keep ignoring this word. We can't.
We'll say should.
Thank you. Damn.
But the only reason why it should fall on her is because she's involved with a type of guy like that. You know what I mean? Like, even though you can't foresee everybody's like intentions and shit like that, but like,
so
there's some accountability that she has to take.
No. Let me get this right.
All right, go ahead.
Person A abuses person B. Person A was very nice at the beginning and slowly started becoming slightly less nice, then mean, then abusive. It's person B's fault that person A is an abusive piece of shit.
No. I'm not saying that it's person B's fault. It's definitely person A.
So then why should person B be taking any kind of accountability at all?
Check this out though. There's a lot of people that are in abusive relationships. Can we both agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, and as a human being, you can go to the restaurant and you can ask for something, and if they give you something that you don't want, you can say in that same setting that you do not want that. So a woman can be able to, she's powerful enough to say, hey, I don't want this no more. I want to step away from this. I don't want to be around this anymore. And it's up to her to go through all those, you know what I'm saying, necessary steps to be able to get this person out of their life. But they choose to see the benefit of the doubt.
That men are crazy sometimes.
They are.
Do you think that when you tell an abuser no, that they're just going to be like, no, yeah, bestie, actually, thank you. I really respect your personhood. And now that you told me no.
If that's the case, you take extra measures to make sure that you protect yourself. You don't just continue to enable an abuser. Because who the hell is he abusing if you're not around him?
You think they can't find you?
So what? We have cops. That's the reason
so what?
That's the reason why they have officers.
The cops aren't doing shit.
Do shit. Are you
the
serious?
Cops are not doing shit.
Yes, they are.
The cops are not doing shit.
They're gonna get you arrested, or you're gonna have to go see a judge. You're gonna have to do. They will do some shit. It's all up to how serious the woman takes it.
It's all up to how serious the cops take it.
Well, yeah, that too. But like, you have to be able to say fuck whatever emotional attachment you have, call the cops, and make a report, or else you're gonna keep on getting abused.
Do you know how abuse works?
I don't know how abuse works, but I'm telling you, if you call the cops and you say, hey, my boyfriend has put his hands on me and he's being very abusive, I'm scared. The cops will more than likely come and you can make a report about that shit. They're going to check and see if you have any marks or anything and shit like that. And it's up to you. You have to just tell them. You have to be vulnerable.
Physical abuse is not the only kind of abuse.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're talking about emotional, mental abuse. But yeah, that's up to you at that point. You're going to have to, look outside of yourself. I do know how abuse works. You're going to have to look outside of yourself.
I don't think you do.
It doesn't matter if I know how it works. If me and you are,
how are you speaking on what abuse victims should do if you don't know how abuse works?
Check this out. If me and you are dating for a month, and in a month I've said some things that have been emotionally abusive to you, it's up to you to tell me, hey, Ramon, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want you to call me no more. I'm going to block you. And that's it. You're protecting your feelings. You have all right to do that. But you can't just be like, oh, this person's going to find me. No, you have to protect your peace. If it's really abusing you.
Obviously, you're going to take the precautions, but men will find you anyway.
Okay. All right.
So what I'm asking you is, why is there any accountability on the person who's being abused? Like, that's textbook victim blaming. Check this out.
If you go to anybody else, I'm just saying, if you go to any of your friends and shit like that right now and say, hey, Austin, for example, is being he's being a douchebag. They're going to be like, have you blocked him? Have you this and that?
When did I say that you shouldn't do that?
I didn't say that's not what you shouldn't do. I'm saying that's what your friends are going to ask you. So
yeah.
Okay, but listen, because here's where it gets tricky. Because you just said that I'm putting all accountability on the victim. I'm not.
You are.
I'm saying that the victim. No, I'm not.
You haven't named a single thing that the abuser should do. Everything that you've said in this entire conversation
the abuser do?
Has been
the abuser should not abuse the person that they're with, but obviously they don't really care.
Shit. Right.
Yeah, they really don't care.
So instead of acknowledging the culture that creates abusers, you've just been giving tips on what the person being abused ought to do. You don't see the problem with that?
I only said that. Wait, Sam. I only said that because you started saying that, well, you said that men are crazy and they're going to find you. And what if this person stalks and do all this stuff. I'm like, okay, you're right, but you can still call the cops. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving
Who
just.
said you can't still call the cops?
See, now it's getting confusing.
You can call the cops, but it's not likely that the cops will say or do anything.
How do you know that?
Because statistically speaking, when, first of all, a lot of grape, if not most grape, goes unreported because women are scared that men are gonna, R-word them or schmurder them. But for the ones that are reported, a lot of the time when that case is taken to court, nothing really happens because it's too expensive to keep the case going.
Okay.
So then
So
what?
if that's the case, so then you said then what? Okay, block. I'm gonna put a restraining order on you. I'm gonna go downtown and I'm gonna file some paperwork to where if you're near me, if you're 1,000 feet near me and stuff like that, I can be able to call the cops because it's illegal. I have a legal restraining order on you.
Ramon.
You can take measures like that.
Ramon?
That's what I'm saying.
Ramon.
Yeah. Talk
The
to me.
issue is not that they should not call the cops and get restraining orders.
Okay.
The issue is that when talking about problems that women face, you start giving women solutions instead of telling men to stop being abusive pieces of shit.
I got you, but if I tell my homeboy, hey, bruh, leave her alone. Stop doing that, bro. It's not cool. And he doesn't have to listen to me. He can just do whatever he wants. He has his own free will. Then what?
Right.
Then I
so
go
this is
back
the
to the person
problem.
that he's abusing. No.
You're being complacent. That is the
What
issue.
am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to fight him?
I'm
What do we talk about? Come on, let's talk. We'll get somewhere. Let's get somewhere.
I am not saying that you are obligated to hold this person down and beat their ass. Right?
Okay.
That's not what I'm
Which
saying.
most people will want.
But if you
okay.
know someone's being abusive, one, you can call the fucking police yourself, right? Call
right.
cops. But aside
Gotcha.
from that, the issue here that we're talking about right now is not specific instances of abuse or specific instances of shaming. We're talking on the broad scale. On the broad scale, our culture societally encourages victims to stay silent and encourages abusers to stay in power. I'm saying instead of telling women, do all these things to protect yourself, tell them, yeah, you can take these precautions, but more importantly, raise your men to stop taking advantage of women and treating them like property. Because you've never, ever in this entire conversation said anything about what the men are doing. You've
But we
just told
both
the
know that it's
women
bad.
what to, but clearly that's not working. Clearly
Okay,
saying
you're
that
right.
we just know that it's bad is not doing shit. Because you
Okay.
might know that it's bad, but other men,
They don't
care
know.
that it's bad. They
don't
do
care that
know.
it's
They
bad.
just don't care.
You're right. You're right. And also, let me say this. Also, women sometimes abuse men. Let's also.
Yes, they do.
Okay. All right.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. But I mean, abuse is not good, man. Regardless of, whatever the situation is, men or women, it's not good. It's not cool. It doesn't help anything. And yeah, I'm totally against it. So.
Okay.
But you're right, though. I did not bring up anything about the men, but men know better. Men know right from wrong.
Well, I mean, clearly they don't, since they're the highest
Not every.
perpetrators of rape.
I'm not gonna say every man. I'm just gonna say we know right from wrong, but there's some men that don't like the fact that they don't get their way. Let's say that man child. But yeah.
Well, no, they're not children. They're fully men. They just don't have respect for other people's boundaries.
Okay, we can say that.
Okay, but what does telling women to have a low body count do for them?
You said what is telling women to have a low body count do for them?
Yeah, or shaming them for having a low body count, but not doing the same thing to men. How does this?
I mean, for men, okay, there's a couple of guests that came. For men, I don't know, because I mean, it just shows that men and women are just different. How we think, how we do things, we're totally different. Yes, we are human in unison, but it's just we're just different. So for men, as far as the body count thing, we'll probably be pressured and we'll have an ego boost if we get a high body count and stuff like that. But for women, the reason why I think it should matter for women is because not only the safety thing, I brought up STDs. You always say condoms and stuff like that. But also the mental and emotional damage that can also be there with sleeping with multiple partners. Can also
It's not
play.
also true of men.
It's true. It's very true. It's very true.
Okay.
Practice what you preach, human in unison. Okay, sure. But yeah, it's very true. But I just think that it would be hard to actually start a life unless you want to dedicate your life to where you just want to be like, you don't want a marriage, you don't want a family, you just kind of want to do your own thing and, just live a happy life. You want to hang out, you want to have boyfriends and stuff like that here and there. Sure, go for it. That's fine. But I'm talking about like, if you want to get in a relationship, if you want to pursue somebody and stuff like that, if you have a high body count, I don't think that's going to be attractive to your partner. In most cases, it can just, disqualify you from being a reputable partner. How many bodies do I have? I am, like I said before, I really don't think it matters, but I'm in like the high 60s.
You don't have to. Yeah, it's
right. I'm
okay.
sorry, my bad.
No, I'm
Whatever.
not saying like you should be ashamed of it. I'm saying like you're not obligated to answer people's personal questions.
Right.
Like that's fine. But you're just telling me like what society cares about. I'm asking you why it should be this way. Like why it ought to be this way.
It should be this way because I just feel like it's mentally draining sometimes, mentally and physically draining. Like.
But that's the case for men and women. I'm asking you why only women should have this standard.
I'm putting all those three, factors to factor in my argument. And you said, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, some men, like I said before, it's like vice versa. If I can't get over a woman, obviously she has a mark on me and she's moving on with her life. And sometimes it takes it, men can't just get sex like that. Granted, you said last time, like, if he's handsome and stuff like that, you never know. But I mean, it's not as easy, It's not as easy. So, yeah, I just feel like it should matter for women because it's sometimes unsafe. People are crazy. The physical and mental damage that can happen. And I mean, yeah.
Okay, the only thing that you said that is specifically concerning women is that people are crazy part.
I mean, because it's true.
STDs affect both.
Yeah.
So that's not really like a point that would support your position that it should matter more for women because men and women can contract and spread STDs.
Okay, how about this?
Emotional and psychological damage is for men and women too. So
how about this? How about this? What if you meet this football player, right? This jock or whatever that you just met at the store and he's like, oh, I want to get your number and this and that, right? Let's say hypothetically. And you and him, y'all meet up at probably at this little lunch spot. And he's like, oh, I want to come over. I want to watch movies with you. Let's just chill or whatever. And what if he forces himself on you? Then what? You know what I mean? Like, certain things can happen like that. You're
like right here. There. You're like this. This is the point.
I'm not trying to though, but I'm just.
This is the point, and then this is you, and you like this.
How am I jumping over the point? What point am I trying to make?
You like this.
You're not getting my point.
I get your point. The point has victim blaming at its core.
Oh my God. I understand that. I'm not blaming the victim.
You are. I know you're not trying to.
Okay. How about this? If I jump, listen. If I jump in the fucking forest and I know that there's a chance that fucking wolves can eat me, am I gonna fucking say, is the cop gonna say that, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, victim blaming. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. They're gonna ask me, why did I do that?
Wolves don't have the intelligence that men do.
I get what you're saying, but it's just about holding yourself accountable. You have to be accountable.
Wait. You know what? Let's use the exact same analogy that you just used and apply it to real life. The forest is society and wolves are men. But you can't just walk out of walk out of society in the same way that you can walk out of a forest. You are constantly going to be in an area where there are men, and there's a possibility that a man is going to attack you. What the fuck are you supposed to do when you are a woman walking around society and men are always near you? What are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to. It just depends on what you want to do. Like, do you want to stay away? Do you want to protect yourself? Like,
women should have to walk
I really don't
outside
know
of
what
their
else to say.
homes to go live their lives, constantly fearful for their lives? To protect themselves?
Men are constantly fearful for their lives too.
Against who?
Against other men. What do you mean? Against other men? We have to fight? What are you talking about? Men have to join gangs?
Oh my God.
Men have to.
The point.
Come on.
The point.
People get shot.
You literally, you're walking head first into the point. Oh my God. This is actually comical. This is actually comical. You can't tell me you don't understand right now. You can't sit here and tell me you don't understand yourself right now.
So you're saying that the problem is men. Oh my God, yo.
Even toward
not
other
every man
men.
is gonna do that though.
Even
not every man is
other
like
men.
that.
Who said that they were?
I didn't say every man is. Listen, if every man was like that, we wouldn't be here. I'll be dead by now.
Did I say every man was like that?
But I get your point. 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 You cooking?
Sure?
You cooking?
Sure.
You're cooking. You're cooking.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
She cooked on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. All right.
Rare W Sam. She cooked on that one. She cooked. She cooked. She cooked.
My W is common as fuck.
She cooked. But anyway.
Do you have
Well, with that being
point
said,
you would like?
with that being said, you should totally understand my point. If other men are fucking scared of other men, then you guys should be cautious. Women should be cautious. Y'all should be careful.
I want you to tell me one woman that has ever said women should not be cautious.
I didn't say that no woman said that. But
Okay,
if
so
you're
what is your
saying
intention with that
that
point?
body count shouldn't matter, you should just have sex with anybody and it shouldn't matter and it's cool. It's like
No
you're
one
putting
said
yourself
you
at
should just
risk.
have sex with anybody. Obviously, there should be a vetting process whenever you decide who to have sex with. But that doesn't mean that if that goes awry, that it should be the fault of the person who chose the man or the sexual partner, when the sexual partner is the one who did the fuck ass shit.
You're right. You're right. She cooked, y'all. She cooked. Anyway.
Why, thank you.
All right, 3-3-0. 3-3-0. I'll be back. Game 4 tomorrow.
Lord have mercy. Get off my platform. Anyway, moving on to the next guest. Y'all, please hop in the guest quest if you think body count should matter for women, but not for men. And Anotino? Because that doesn't say Antonio. Anotino? Get the fuck out of my out of my requests. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
31.
Okay. Do you think body count should matter for women, but not for men?
I think it matters more for women than men because it
should.
Okay.
Thank you for the roses.
I'm not sure if it should because in the society that we live in now, I mean, you say should, but does this in general, it matters for women to have a low body count than men.
Should.
I'm just talking from a realistic
is the question that I'm asking you. It's not does.
So
it should.
I'll put a hypothetical out there. If you were playing a game, right? Or if there were two players playing a game and one was playing it on easy mode, one was playing it on hard mode, who would get more respect?
The person on hard mode.
Correct. So when you look at women,
do you disrespect the person on easy mode?
It's not about disrespect. That wasn't the question.
That is precisely what this is about.
I mean,
which
that's
is
not
why this
even part of
analogy
the
falls
question.
flat.
That's not part of
Because
the
I know where the question is going. You're saying that when it comes to the sexual marketplace, women have it easier when finding someone they want to have sex with, whereas men have to put in the work and it's harder for them. Yada yada yada. Okay, the way this manifests in real life is that women are shamed for having sex, and men aren't.
And why is
In the
that?
game, people that are on easy mode don't get shamed for playing the game on easy mode, but you do give extra respect to the person who's playing it on hard mode. In real life, you shame women and respect men when you could just leave the women alone, but we don't.
When you said leave the women alone,
Yes,
sure where you're going here. We're talking about basically the easy and
Shaming them.
hardness of the sexual marketplace.
yeah. What the
So
fuck are
when
we
you
shaming
look-
women for if
when
we're
you
not
look
shaming
at-
people for playing games on easy mode?
Because it's not respected to get something as easy as smecks. Men can't get smecks as easy as women. That's why
Yeah, I know it's not respected. I'm saying, why should that be the case?
Because it is the case. You're a temple. You're a woman. You're a jewel.
It should be the case because it is.
God hid his jewels from the
Oh
prying
my
eye.
fucking god! It should be the case because it is. That's your argument.
That's how we've been. That's how life is. That's biology. That's how we've lived for the beginning of time.
It's biology to shame women for having sex.
No, it's biology for women not to have as many sexual partners as women have these days.
Please give me the source for that.
What do you mean the source?
The source that says that biologically women are not supposed to have as much
It's in
sex
your
as they want.
genetics. Genetics is a part of biology. That is
Give
the
it to me.
attraction.
Show
That
me
is
the source that says that.
That is the actions behind within a community or within a
Then
society.
show me the source that says that,
I don't
please.
I don't have to
Then
show you.
why
I'm
the
telling
fuck
you.
should I believe you?
I mean, I'm
'Cause I don't-
believing some of the things you say, but you can't believe some of the things I say.
Well, yeah, you could.
it's like
You
a
don't have
one-way
to believe
street
what I
here.
say. If you were to look up the shit that I say, it would come up. If I look up the shit that you just said, that's not gonna come up.
It is going to come up. I've done really plenty
Okay,
of
then can I
research
have
on
it?
Like,
Then can I have it? Matter of fact, hold on.
I'll
Let me grab my
inbox you the
iPad real
information.
quick. Let me. No. Let me grab my iPad. I'll look it up. If you have the source, give me the name of the article and the database that it came from. And the database that it came from.
all you had to do is look up
that shit out
biology.
loud for the class.
All you had to do is look up
I will
biology.
read that shit
Biology
out
says it all.
loud for the class via my iPad.
All you had to do is look up biology. Look up the word
You want me to
biology
look
and
up
what
the word
comes behind
biology?
it. And look up what comes behind it. That's all you have to do. It
Look up
shows
the
you
word
what a person
biology.
is. Yes, that's the study of the society we live in.
You want me
How
to
do you
look
not
up?
know what biology
I
is?
just want to make sure that when I look up the word biology, it's going to tell me that women should not be having as much sex as they want, but men should. That's what's gonna come up, right? I just want to make sure.
No, you're just mixing up my words to make it sound better for your end.
That's
which is
the
a one-way
question I'm
street for
asking you.
I've already gave you the answer, but you don't want to believe me when I say the sexual marketplace plays a part in society. You want to go against the
said it
sexual
doesn't?
marketplace. But you want to go against the sexual marketplace and how
And
we live.
do.
Okay,
And
but
do.
you can't because this is how we live.
Yes, I can.
But you can't change biology. You can't change the society we are in.
What does biology have to do with this? That's what I'm
That
asking
is
you.
part of
And you
your
said to look
genetics
up the
as
word
a
biology.
woman. That
Then
is part
give
of your
me the
genetics
source
as
that
a
says
woman.
that.
You
Give me
are
the source.
you are biology
source.
itself.
Give me the source.
You don't have to. You should know what
Give me the
biology
source.
means.
Give me the
Like,
source.
You don't know
I
what
know
biology means?
saying that this thing is true because the word biology exists makes no sense. Show me the part of biology that says that women are not supposed to have as much sex as men. That's the part of biology I want to see. Biology is such an enormous study.
We were talking about the
Enormous.
sexual marketplace. That's why I brought up biology and why men are on a harder. It's harder for men to engage in sexual activity.
I didn't say that it wasn't.
Okay, but you said that you would respect somebody who's doing a harder job to get smecks, right? But you wouldn't. But
I'm not saying I would. I'm saying most people would. I personally don't care either way.
Because of what? Why would most people do that though?
Because we've assigned an arbitrary idea on what women should be doing with their bodies.
It's not an arbitrary ideal. It's just not
arbitrary.
respected. It's not
It's very
like
arbitrary.
if you sleep with a lot of dudes, do you find it? Do you think that a
thank you for
man?
the $10, Jacob. Goodbye. Moving on to the next cast. Yes. 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 Oh, this person is not joining. Thought this person was a friendly. I could be wrong.
I'm a neutral.
Oh, you're neutral?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means neutral. I'm not here to be. Actually, you know what? Let's just get to the point. Why should body count matter for women, not for men? Simply put it, like somebody mentioned earlier, you guys have the option to cheat anytime. So a woman who sleeps around a lot probably has less discipline and is more likely to cheat. It's just that, and only that.
Okay, is this not the case of men also?
No, most men don't get the option to cheat.
Most men don't get the option to cheat.
Yes. They're never presented with the option to choose yes or no.
I beg you to elaborate.
Okay. You get dick. Can I say?
Yes, you can say dick.
You get dick thrown your way all your life, right? Just by being a woman. Maybe 10% to 20% of men will get that kind of approach. So most of them will never get the option to cheat. If they get schmecks, it will be in a committed relationship. So if you meet a woman with a high body count, there's a higher chance she's probably likely to cheat on you when the marriage goes stale and things aren't going well, which is probably a normal part of like a marriage, which is like everything is never going to be sunshine and roses, and you need to be comfortable in the shit without cheating. So yeah, I will probably say a woman who has a body count has low impulse control and is more likely to cheat.
Okay. Do you have a source that says that women are more likely to cheat when they have a high body count, but men are not?
I unironically do. I can't close
Yeah,
TikTok.
please have it.
Oh shit! I would have to come back later with it.
That's okay.
All right.
You gonna go get that? I'm gonna assume you're gonna go get that. Because Institute for Family Studies is not concurrent with man's. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tashika is losing her fucking mind. Oh my god. I don't know who she cooked. What? What? Oh my god. Decline. I don't know. I think she's still alive. I can't tell. Oh, quite an impression. Tashika's like 2 rooms over. I don't know how to tell her that. Oh, she's not live. What do we have for Din Din? We didn't buy Din Din. Yesterday we had pizza though, so we'll probably eat leftover pizza. We do not live together, but we are in Houston together. Thank you, Grim. Thank you, Lover36. Zen. Sabrina's album is so good. Y'all, we don't have any ops. Jacob, I can't come over. I'm leaving tonight. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sorry. But I can't. I don't think she's live right now. I think she's just laughing with Ray. Raccoon, no. Matter of fact, y'all, you got me cry on the toilet. That's crazy work. Matter of fact, I think I might end the live here because I do want to spend more time with Ray while I'm here. And we also have to pack. Oh, I leave quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. You wanna why I was closing on me is where they're at. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go cut up with them. I think I am missing out on the party. Alright, y'all. Mwah. Follow me if you don't already. Usually I go live for longer. I'm gonna go kiki. I love y'all. Mwah. Bye bye.